We put ourselves through such a trip, going through life feeling unhappy and chasing after happiness and never really fully finding it and wondering where happiness comes from. Well, today I'm going to show you exactly how you can find that happiness and have it all the time. Coming up. Welcome to the Power of Quiet, where we're here to have happiness and success and do it just by being ourselves. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You're absolutely going to love what it is that we do here, and you're going to love that what we do here actually works. Now, what we're going to take a look at today is happiness and how to find our happiness and stop running around chasing after it. Now, to understand where happiness really comes from, I want to share with you a story from an old friend of mine who shared a very poignant and powerful experience that he had one day. Now, he was walking down one afternoon, down the sidewalk, with his two young boys. One of them was 4 years old, the other one was 6. And the 4-year-old reaches up as they're walking along and takes his hand. And the moment he did that, my friend felt this gushing wave of love wash all over his body. And he looked at that and he started to examine it. He started to question, well, where did this come from? Did this travel through my son's arm, across his hand to my hand, up my arm and into my body? No. It came in from me, right in the very center of my own beingness. Wow. Maybe that means that all the happiness I'm looking for is inside of me. Now, most of us, we hear stories and teachings like this, we get it. We understand what all these great ones are talking about when they point out our happiness is within us. But most of us, we're still chasing it out there. We're chasing it in having experiences, having wonderful people in our life, having great accomplishments, having nice things. And this shows us the mistake that we all make when we're looking for it out there. When we're looking to either acquire happiness or hold on to our happiness in the people and the things that we have in this world. Now, here's a lesson from all the masters, including Lester Levinson, Eckhart Tolle, all the great ones. They all say the same message. And it resonates with this story here, is that happiness, it doesn't come from acquiring the thing or the person out there. Happiness only comes from the stilling of our thoughts and wants for acquiring that person or thing out there. Now, let me give you an example to really illustrate what they're talking about. All right? So, imagine you want to buy a new car, like a Mercedes, an expensive, fancy car, a really nice car, right? And what do? You go to the dealer, you look at the car, you get the brochure, you look on the website, you go across the internet, you watch videos, you look at pictures of the Mercedes that you want to buy. And then you're thinking about it, trying to figure out, well, how can I afford this? Do I make enough money? How much will I need to save? How much will insurance cost me? And all of this stuff. So you go through this process of planning to get this car. And there's a lot of thinking that goes on in this process. Now, one day, you just decide, you know what? I'm going to buy the car. That's it. I'm buying it. And there you are. You're driving your new Mercedes around. You're happy. You're satisfied. You're on top of the world. But it doesn't last very long, does it? It doesn't take but a week or two until you start feeling a little bit dissatisfied. Uh-oh, I got a scratch on the car. Uh-oh, that new car smell is starting to fade away. Oh, there's a nicer model of a Mercedes, or there's another brand that's even fancier. Maybe I should look forward to getting that one in the future. And so this thing that in your mind was going to make you so happy, it doesn't last for very long. But let's go back to the moment when you were on top of the world. Now, what was it that made you so happy in that moment when you're driving around the car in the first place? Is it that hunk of metal and leather and electronics? No. You see, the moment that you decided, you know what, I'm buying it, I'm having it, at that moment, all the seeking for it and all the planning and all the thinking about how do I get it, when am I going to get it, and all that stuff, you stop all of that thinking. So what you're experiencing as happiness isn't coming from that thing. It's coming from quieting all the thoughts about acquiring that thing. Now, the lesson here is that we cannot satisfy the desire because that's obvious. Everything that you've had that you thought would make you happy, it either turns out to not make you so happy, or it turns out to make you miserable, or that happiness just fades after time. And you have to work at it, and you have to think about it and try to recapture that aliveness in it. But it's totally missing the point where your happiness really is. It's inside of you. And when you quiet your thinking about having something out there, guess what you're experiencing? You're experiencing you. Because that happiness that you're looking for, that's your real nature. That's who you are. Beyond this mind, this body, this story of living in this world and your life and your ego, your name, all of that stuff. Above all of that is you. The still presence that is. The you that is here right now, present, aware that you're watching a video of me talking to you. That awareness, that stillness, that's behind everything else. That's where your happiness is. And when you quiet your mind, that comes out. You experience it. So, the mistake is wanting to hold on to the things of the world, thinking that those make you happy. Now I'm curious, what is it that you're holding on in this world to that makes you happy? Maybe it's a loved one, your significant other, or your children. Maybe it's in your accomplishments and the things that you've done with your life. Maybe you've done some good stuff. Or maybe you've studied really hard, gotten really good at your field, and you're great at it, and that makes you happy. But let me know. Write it in the comments below. What is it in this world that you're holding on to for happiness? I like to see it, and by writing it down, this is an opportunity for you to take ownership over what it is that you're looking at to make you happy in the world. So let me know. Now, here's the thing. Does this mean letting go of these things? in order to be happy and spiritually free? Does this mean that we throw everything in our life under the bus? No. But what this means is letting go of the holding on to them. Letting them be. Just like the Beatles. Let it be. And everything is in harmony. So, let's practice this. Now, whatever it is that you have in this world that you're holding on to, that makes you really, really happy, take a look at that now. Just get a picture of that in your mind. And as you're looking at this thing in your mind, get in touch with that want to hold on to it. And notice that. Pay attention to that wanting to hold on to it. And notice in that wanting to hold on, there's a seed of lack. Like it can go away. And therefore I gotta hold on. And if it does go away, I'll be unhappy. Or I'll be miserable. And that sense of lack is then feeding that wanting to hold on. Now, lack, how is that in any way connected with happiness? Lack is the opposite of happiness. Yet we're tying it into these things that we think that we make us happy. Right? Now, what if you let go of that holding on? And let go of wanting to keep that thing? What would happen? Maybe you would just get rid of that lack. And maybe the happiness that you're already experiencing gets even better. And gets easier and freer. Now, would you be interested in that? So let's check this out. And see what it's like. So, if want has it a seed of lack, then wanting by its nature is lack. And wanting is the opposite of having. So, get in touch with that thing that you have in your life that you're holding on to and you need to be happy. And notice that want for it, that wanting to hold on, the wanting to have it. Now, can you make a decision? Just a simple decision, yes or no. Could you let go of wanting that person or thing or experience, accomplishment, whatever it is? Could you let go of wanting to hold on to it? It's just a decision, yes or no. And could you let go of wanting to hold on to it even more? And could you let go of holding on to it? And could you let go of holding on to it even more? And could you let go of wanting it? And if wanting is the opposite of having, could you let go of wanting it so you could have it easily and effortlessly? And could you let go of wanting it so you could have it? And could you let go of wanting it so you could have it? And could you let go of wanting it so you could have it? And even more. And even more. And even more. And just let go of wanting it even more. And even more. and even more. And can you let that want for that go? And could you let that go even more? And even more. And even more. And even more. And notice how you feel. Notice if you feel lighter. Notice if that pain and suffering of lack has diminished. That lacking feeling of needing to hold on. See if that's gone. More so. And see if it's easier to have this. We don't have to work so hard for it. And you feel more secure and confident that it's yours. It's yours to have anytime you choose. And notice that. That feeling that you could have it as you choose. Now what this is a realization of your real power. How you don't have to struggle and work for things so much anymore. You don't have to struggle through your relationships, go through the ups and downs. You don't have to struggle to get your goals. You don't have to work for them. It's really a decision. When you get all of the wanting and all the noise out of the way. When you quiet your mind, the real you shows up. That brings you happiness and gives you ability to create whatever you want in your life. So keep practicing this. And if you really want to get good at this and master your happiness and be wildly successful, then check out my new Love Yourself and Let the World Have It Your Way course. It's a ultra powerful course that focuses on you and doing the one simple thing that will change everything in your life. The link is in the description below, so click below and check that out. And leave me a comment below about what makes you happy in this world, so you can put it right down on the table, see it, and look at it and say, you know what, I'm going to let go of holding on to that. And it's also fun to share. All right, so keep it up, and I'll see you next time.